Hi, I'm Dala, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to set up the development environment for the 3-port CAN bridge. This video will be useful if you are going to be taking into use some ready-made code, or if you are wanting to get into developing some own firmware/functionality for the 3-port CAN bridge. So let's get started. This guide is going to be a Windows-based one. The first step is to download the Atmel Studio 7. You can Google for this or use the links in the description. On the Atmel page, scroll down to find the download links. I'm using the web installer to save some time. Accept the conditions, and you can also uncheck the Smart ARM MCU to save some time. Then we simply press next and the install will begin. The actual download/install will take roughly 5 minutes, so I am fast forwarding it here. It will prompt you to install some USB drivers here also, so remember to press install on these. Congratulations, you have gotten through more than half of the process. I'm not launching the program just yet, we still need to download some more files. So the next step is to download the CAN bridge repository from Maxen's Bitbucket. This repository can be found as a link from Maxen's Tindy page, where you can also buy bridges. If you scroll down on the page, there is a section called Source Code, which takes you to Bitbucket. To download all the files here, there is a section on the left called Downloads. When you click this, you'll get an option to download the whole repository. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And as you can see, it seems like I haven't purchased WinRAR, and well, it can wait still a few more years. We'll continue with extracting all the files to the desktop for simplicity's sake. Okay. Now we have all we need to start compiling. Fire up Atmel Studio 7 to begin with, and open up the project via File, Open Project. Navigate to the folder on the desktop or wherever you put the files. Double-click on the cproj file. Now that you have the project open, we can on the right side open the actual canbridge firmware.c file, where all the magic happens. If we scroll down a bit through this file, we will eventually reach a switch statement that handles all the CAN modifications. The example projects make some changes to the 1DC message. Now we can actually build a project. Press F7 or go via the Build Solution menu. The code will then compile, and a hex file will be generated in the debug folder. This is the file then to flash onto the CAN bridge. Let's take this to the next level. The example code here is good, but it makes you crave for something more advanced. Now I'll show you how to take into use a project that actually does something. On my GitHub, I've uploaded a few projects for the CAN bridge that are fully open source. Let's take the charge current one as an example. This code allows you to modify the maximum charging rate when slow charging. On the GitHub page, select Code and download zip. Oh, this is still quite embarrassing, you didn't see that. The GitHub repository contains a familiar file named canbridgefirmware.c that you can drop into the Maxen repository. After this, just open the Atmel Studio and select Yes. Now you can see that the switch case for handling CAN messages has grown quite a bit. Again, press F7 to build or go via the menu. Excellent. Now on to downloading to the bridge. I've covered this in a previous video, so I won't repeat myself, and instead put a link to that video here. One thing I forgot to mention there is that you can use the USB micro port on the side of the bridge instead of feeding it with 12 volt when flashing firmware onto it. I think that covers setting up the compilation environment quite well. Leave a comment if you think I forgot something, like switching the IDE to dark mode. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.